Now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Thomas Geboy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
All right, and we are taking a look outside the top of Mount Superior in Salt Lake County. Beautiful shot, and it was taken by our very own photojournalist, Andrew Brown. You can see the great view of the mountains and that clear blue sky, but you know what you can't see in that photo? Just how hot it's been today, which has been incredible. I mean, you got to go up to those mountains to escape the heat.
Yeah, Andrew had the right idea because it wasn't as hot up there as it was down here, right, Thomas?
No, because that's around 11,000 feet. And when you get to 11,000 feet, even with the heat that we have down in the valley, it's around 65 to 70 degrees. Definitely the right idea there. Not only did we break the record in Salt Lake City when it came to our daytime high, but we also broke and tied records elsewhere. The bottom four here that you see from Mountaindale down to Tooele, those were all tied records for today. Eskdale down in Millard County broke the record by getting to 99 degrees, and we're going to see more of these records fall as we make our way throughout the rest of this week and into and through this Labor Day weekend. All of this being driven by a high-pressure heat dome that is just going to refuse to budge, with daytime highs generally 10 to 15 degrees above average, but by the Labor Day weekend it could be closer to 20 degrees above average. Maybe by the middle of next week, upper-level trough pushes that high pressure away. It's just not going anywhere over the next several days, and really over the next 6 to 7 days for that matter. At least the temperatures are coming down now. 77 degrees in Logan, it's 82 degrees in Ogden, 71 degrees in Park City, that sounds lovely, 77 in Provo, and still 91 in St. George, but that's better than the 106 that we saw earlier this afternoon. Here's the view from Deer Valley, another place where you can go to escape some of the heat. Still warm up at Deer Valley, but very pretty nonetheless as we look down towards Jordanelle Reservoir. And for tomorrow, for some reason, this graphic doesn't want to pop through all the way, but you'll see here that 71 degrees for an overnight low, but climbing to 101 tomorrow. The daytime highs that we saw today are nearly going to be a carbon copy of what we get tomorrow, so those daytime highs not going to change too much. We will see another degree or two down in St. George with a daytime high of 107, 96 degrees in Logan, and it's going to be mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies for most across the Beehive State, with only a small chance for some wet weather generally in the highest terrain. There's just not a lot of moisture in place, so don't bet on it because most of you are going to get through the day dry. In northeast Nevada, we mainly have heat advisories, but we also have an excessive heat warning just to the west of the Utah border. But now in lower Washington County, we also have an excessive heat warning that goes into effect tomorrow afternoon and will last through Monday at 8 o'clock. So through the Labor Day weekend, as daytime highs in lower Washington County are going to be near 110 with overnight lows mainly in the middle 70s, so not much relief at night. If you have any plans to be outside, make sure you're taking necessary precautions to beat the heat. And this is the long-range futurecast, and I didn't put any pause points in here because this goes from tonight all the way through Monday at 11 o'clock. And you can see that high pressure firmly in place over the western United States. But as I mentioned, that trough could start to approach from the Pacific Northwest maybe by the middle of next week, but maybe more than 5 days away at this point. It's just something to cross your fingers for because we'll need some relief after the stretch that we're about to go through. And in Salt Lake City, we're going to be near and above those record highs. And the all-time record high in the month of September is 100 degrees. We're going to have a chance, and a very good chance at that, of breaking that over the next several days with a daytime high forecasted above 100 degrees through next Tuesday. But look at Logan. The all-time record high in September in Logan is 97. Both Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday could all bring daytime highs near 100 degrees. That's quite hot in Cache Valley, but one place where you might not necessarily mind the heat is Bear Lake, where those daytime highs will be in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. So if you're going to Bear Lake for this upcoming weekend, looking pretty good. But for St. George, daytime highs anywhere from 107 to 108 all the way through Labor Day. Then along the Wasatch Front, daytime highs above the century mark with overnight lows in the low 70s. So I'm going to say time and time again, stay cool out there. Glenn, Courtney.